Hi, I'm Paul Lee.
And I'm Robin Lee.
And this is our place, Greenlee Farm and Cottages. "20 years ago, we came to a blank canvas, really. Nothing here at all, just a bush block. We didn't know what we were going to do exactly, but we needed an address. We were in the mining game for many years, and Greenlee Farm and Cottages has basically evolved over the last 20 years. The first thing we did was clear the block, and then we moved on to planting 500 macadamia trees, only to sustain the property basically. We couldn't earn enough income from the macadamias because we only have 500 trees. So that's probably small in anybody's scheme of things. So the cottages evolved as part of the income stream. Now the cottages are probably more the focus, and the trees, the macadamias, have become a point of interest. So we've moved from macadamias into agritourism.
There's certainly something to be said about learning where your food comes from. There's definitely a movement just generally in the world. People are becoming more aware of where their food comes from, so they're interested to find out about that. And when you know, everyone likes a weekend away. Well, if you can add that in with a bit of information seeking about macadamias, then it's a win-win, really.
We do the whole paddock to plate thing. Originally we just grew the nuts and sent them to the processors. Now we actually grow them, dehusk them, crack them, put them in a bag, and we sell everything that we put in a bag in the Scenic room.
Well, we do raw, dry roasted and salted, and we also make macadamia brittle, so that's for the sweet tooth.
The thing about macadamias being a native, everything eats macadamias right from the time they flower. We basically have flowering caterpillars, and then we have spotting bugs, and then we have macadamia nut borers and rats and cockatoos, and then we get to eat the rest. And to try and save some of those macadamias for us, we use a lot of biological controls. A lot of things have evolved, things have become much safer, and chemicals have become less used, and we use very little here. We say that we are clean and green. Anybody that comes here, we can give them their own personalised tour. So we'll take them around the farm. We'll start in the orchard and then work through how the orchard evolved, and then we'll take them up to the small processing area, show them the dehusking, tell them a little bit about how the process works, take them into the cracking shed, and then the great part about it is they get an opportunity to taste them. They actually can walk around here in season when we're harvesting and pick them up off the ground, take them back to their cottages, and there's a nice big cracker in there, and they can go for their life, have a few with a glass of wine. Magnificent afternoon for them while they watch the sun go down. The
intention was always to have multiple cottages, and I guess the thought was that we should targeting, I guess, couples quite a bit because of the lack of accommodation for weddings in the area initially. And then it was like, okay, well, families go to weddings as well, we better do a 2-bedroom. And the 2-bedroom then became an accessible cottage. So that means that people with any disability needs can use our cottage. We have suitable showering with suitable doorways, ramps. Wheelchairs are quite fine going in and out from that particular cottage.
People come to Greenlee Farm and Cottages for lots of different reasons. You know, some of them they just come to chill out. Others are adventurous.
Well, we're on the doorstep of the national parks, Lamington National Park and Tamborine National Park. So there's lots of opportunity for people to stretch their legs and do the easy right through to the difficult walks.
we've got the Canungra Creek. It's very vibrant. All that water coming down from the Lamington National Park. Beautiful water. And we get to use that on the orchard as well, so that's a real bonus for us. There is a lot of fish. We've had a few guests that have brought their fishing rods and gone home with a bass and Mary River cod. Some years ago they stocked it with a couple of thousand Mary River cod, and they've grown up massive. They're not, you can't keep those, but gee, they're a lot of fun when they get on the line. That barbecue area is used by our guests. A great place to go down and have dinner or breakfast. There's a pizza oven down there as well, so that gets well used. A little fire pit. Many good time has been had down there of an evening and underneath the stars. A beautiful place to relax.